Hi, I'm Ray Wolfe and I welcome you to New Zealand's subtropical far north. Our program today is called Age No Barrier and it features 84-year-old Russell Hill. We begin the story at the Doubtless Bay Fishing Competition and it looks like Russell's 11.3 kilogram snapper is a winner.
Winner Russell Hill, entry number 064. And he told me what he caught it in Henderson Bay.
This annual competition is a big one, and with over 300 fishermen competing, Russell has done well to win. Well, it's time to part with that fish. There's a lot of keen bidders out there, and they'll pay good money too.
Who's got 60, 50, 40, $40 surely. 20, $10 bid, all right, $10 bid, thank you, Brad, that's your bid, $10 bid, $10, 15 on the far away. At 15, 15, 20, $20 bid, 10, 20, I got $20. At $20 bid, 25, thank you to the waiver. $25 bid, 30, thank you, sir, $30. At $30, 38, 32, 34. At 34, 36, 36, hey, should be making more. At $36 bid, 36, I got 38, thank you, sir, $38. At 38 bid, 38, the bid's out here, will be a bit better fish than that. That's $38, and I sell it quick, $38, the bid's out on my bid. Out here. Right, so you've got a hand up. Look at this beauty snapper here, boys. You've got $30 for that. $1. That's your bid, 25.
Now, the question is,
30, eh?
was this win plain old fisherman's luck or 80 years of experience? There's only one way to find out, and that's to put Russell to the test with a few fishing challenges. So, first up, under the watchful eye of daughter Cammie, let's get Russell fixed up with all the right gear.
Big spender, that's just what I want all day. I've been waiting on one. Come to spend that check.
Oh,
congratulations.
Hey, mate, give us a chance to put it in the bank first.
Well done, I was down at the wane. What a fish. What a fish.
Good day's wages.
Yeah, it's true.
$2,500.
And I'm proud of him.
You should be. Cammie's explained to you, Russell, about these 3 trips that we've arranged for you.
Yeah, she said something about it, Mark, yeah.
And so I've got some product here that I think that can fit the bill. So if you come over here with me.
That's wonderful. That's wonderful.
Right, Russell, I thought that because of the types of fishing you're going to be doing, this would probably fit the bill rather well because it will mean that you can handle rocks and the boat.
Oh, great.
Now, if I give you something, you promise not to lose it?
Yeah, I won't lose it, Mark. I'll try not to. Well,
Look at that.
wow.
Is this one?
That's great. That's wonderful. Great,
All right,
great.
well, come over here with me and
Wonderful, mate.
well, your first day you're going to be live baiting, Russell, so you will need lots of burley.
Oh, yeah.
And then your next trip after that, you'll need pilchards and definitely bonito anyway for your next trip. Okay?
That's right.
And one more surprise for you, Russell.
Oh, great.
Come with me.
Wonderful.
You're doing a range of fishing, Russell, so you will need some balloons for a live bait rig. I've got hooks of all shapes and sizes here, but what size do you normally like to fish with?
I like to fish with 4-bar O's.
4-bar O's, no problem at all.
Right.
And you will probably need something for that shark that you're going after.
Ah, yes.
And a nice big solid shark hook.
Wonderful, Mark.
So there's, you know, all sorts of hooks here, but the Black Magic ones, whew, I think that can fill your bill. I think that about covers it, Russell, and I hope you have a wonderful day at Whangaroa's Moor.
Oh, I can't help but have a wonderful day with all this gear, can I?
You can't miss. Can't miss. Thank you very much.
Right. Bless your heart.
This magnificent harbour is 15 minutes from Doubtless Bay and steeped in history. Early Māori settlements date back to 1350. That makes for some 650 years of fishing these waters, and there's still plenty out there. That's why today, it's a boatie's paradise. As for Russell, he started fishing early this century in 1918. His father was a commercial fisherman in Otago. With salt water in his veins, boating has been his life. And Russell's advice, if you want to live to a ripe old age...
Safety at sea, a very important issue. And all this equipment we're going to show you now is supplied by Hutch Wilco. Flares. We have a red rocket flare, 2 handhelds, and a smoke flare. Very handy for attracting aircraft, day or night. All in a weatherproof, waterproof, floating container. And onto life jackets. And you see this life jacket that Russ is wearing isn't a life jacket as such, but it has inner buoyancy. It's very comfortable, pretty warm too.
Very, very warm, Ray.
Also a consideration, how you feel, comfortable, warm. Get all sorts of weather out there and you can never be sure. Okay? The life jacket that Cammie's wearing, you can see, is very lightweight, very comfortable, and it inflates as you need it. Has a red toggle right here. So we'll see how it works, huh? Okay.
Why not?
And goodbye, Cammie. It certainly works.
It works all right.
Here, Cammie, you better take that in case you need it.
Safety at sea. It's very important. Now we're off for a bit of fun.
Morning, everyone.
Morning.
Morning, Brian.
Brian Candy's our skipper for this trip. We've put in a special request for some excitement. After all, Russell's been twice runner-up in the New Zealand Nationals for shark fishing.
Yes, yes, yes. Look at that. Who said the girls couldn't do it first? Smoke too soon. Ah, one.
And the secret to success, live bait.
Okay. Well, this is a fabulous spot, Brian. I mean, for sightseeing. What's so good about this place in terms of fishing?
Well, at the moment, there's a lot of bird life around.
Yeah.
There's bait fish on the sounder. Water temperature's right.
What is the water temperature?
Oh, it's about, I think it's nearly 20.7 degrees or something like that. Fish were seen here yesterday. This is marlin.
And what depth are we in here?
We're about 100 metres at the moment, just on the 100 metre mark. There's a line of foul ground that runs through here, and that's where the bait fish seem to be. So that's why we're here. We're fishing here.
And what are we targeting in, specifically in this area? I mean, we're not looking for snapper here, are we, really?
No. Hopefully a marlin, maybe a mako shark.
What's happening up the back? What sort of rigs have you got up there?
Well, at the back we've got a live bait. He's set down at 50 metres, got a big sinker. He's on a big trace there and he swims around the trace. And that's the only baits we've got out. Right. And at the moment we're drifting with the wind and the tide. We're doing about, could be up to 1 knot.
Oh, so we're still on the move?
We're on the move, yeah. We're still covering ground. Yeah,
we're heading down to the Bay of Islands, I think.
Well, Cavalli Islands anyway.
Okay.
But we're still covering the ground.
Right.
But very, very slow.
And now we wait.
We wait, that's right.
Not too long, I hope.
Yeah, patience game. Yeah.
And right on cue, Russell hooks into a shark.
What do you reckon it is, Dad?
I'll say the mako. Maybe 50 kg or something like that.
Great. Anything special you have to do with the line?
Not really. Not really.
Just keep the weight on it.
There he goes again. Now he's away. Let him go.
I'd be trying to yank his head off.
No, you don't do that. I'm just trying to get a bit of balance.
That's the heaviest you've had on for a while, Dad.
Oh yeah, I don't really go much for sharks these days. I've given them up.
You're enjoying this though, aren't
Caught
you?
that many of them. He's gone down deep. That's all.
The other things. Blue or Marco. Yeah, it's blue shark. Yeah. Nah, that's it. Not very good.
Only a small one.
Yep. Hang on, mate. Whoa, 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 whoa. Right, Brian? Yep. Got the tag on the right spot. Tag.
Beautiful.
Well, he got our hook, Dad.
Yeah, oh well, when you take a fish you have to lose a hook. And he'll have a sore mouth for a wee while, but in a few, they say about 5 weeks, 4 to 5 weeks, the hooks, with the juices of the shark disintegrates the hook, and after about 5 weeks they're as good as gold.
Oh, that's good.
Well
I don't
done.
feel so bad about it now.
No.
Anyway, Dad, that was a good fish.
Ah, rat tiddler thing.
I was proud of you. We said we'd catch a shark today.
I've never drowned. I've caught more heavier, bigger fish than that on a string or a piece of cotton. Stupid little thing.
Okay, we tagged the shark. Brian, with the tagging, what happens now?
Well, this is one of the tags that goes into the fish, which
Yep.
you tag.
That's in the fish now kind
Yep,
of thing, yes?
stainless steel, and it's got all the information on the tag itself, on the tail, corresponding card, and you put in the estimated weight, length, and where you caught it, and how long it took to catch and what method of capture. And this goes down to miniature egg and fish, and they record it. So if someone catches this fish later on, they'll know exactly where it was caught, how big it's grown, and how far it's moved. And that's the main reason why these things, why we tag fish.
And I believe that fish caught in New Zealand have been found up at Cairns. Tagged fish have been re-caught up at Cairns and places. They really get around now.
Yep.
Yeah.
So So you know, kingfish are one of the most hardy ones around, plus sharks and stuff like that, marlin, and it proves that these fish do survive after being caught and let go.
Okay,
So
great.
it works good.
Okay. Well, I know you weren't very impressed with the fish, Russ, but we were very impressed with that shark. Very impressed with that shark.
Tinder ray.
And it was a great day. Now, look, you're off to Hohura tomorrow. I'm not coming because there's not enough room in the boat for me. So you're booked in at the Hohura Hilton. Okay, so you'll have a great time, catch plenty of fish. You'll have to look after Russ, all right? Yeah?
It'll be a challenge.
I'm sure you're up to it. I'm sure you're up to it.
Yes, that'll be right.
Well, I've made you take them off. Oh, do you want me seasick before we even start? Just sitting next to you with the smell?
Think I got the bloody opera or something. Oh.
Now that the wardrobe's been sorted out, it's off to a frying start with skipper Pete Nelson.
bacon, huh? Oh, barbecue.
This old timer may look like it's seen its day. This model's been around since 1930. It's called an Alice Charmer, so Russell informs me. No reversing for these boys, straight into the tide. Now the purpose of today's trip is to catch enough to fill the smoker. Pete's already halfway there with last night's haul of kingfish.
Oh, that's a good bird. Good looking.
Oh, good burley.
Man.
Yummy. Yummy, yummy, yummy.
Where's Cammie?
They gave me bacon and eggs for breakfast. It wasn't a good move. Anyway, Dad will do it all for him.
Yeah, Russ, we were right here at the same spot where you got the big one.
Yes, I'll say, Pete. That was a good one that day, wasn't it?
It was mighty. It was mighty.
$2,500 worth. But they say lightning doesn't strike twice in one place. But nevertheless, we're going to prove it's wrong today. We'll get them.
Yeah.
There's quite a few little.
My rod's talking to me.
Your rod's talking to you. Looks like a kawaii.
Oh, that one's on the move too. Put the brake on. Just flip it over. That's it. Just hold it there. Oh, shit.
Rip into him, Pete. Don't let him get away, yeah.
This one's moving around a bit. Out the line.
You still got him there?
Yeah, I've still got him there. Have you got one on? You got him? We lost the cowboy there too. Oh well.
He went round my line and
Well, he was well hooked this one. He was hooked twice with a keeper hook as well.
you got the both hooks on.
Yeah.
Oh well, that's fine.
There's kahawai everywhere. Time to try a different spot.
Yeah, it is a good thing now, And he's just hanging on too. Nice carway.
Yeah, good colour.
Be very nice smoked.
And there it is, a smoker full of fish. Well done. From what I've seen so far, luck played a small part in these first two challenges. Russell and of course the skippers, Brian and Pete, used their experience and know-how to target and catch their fish.
Pete, thank you very much for a really good day.
Oh, I hope you enjoyed it, even though we didn't see you.
I know, I was a bit of a disaster. I think that's one of the worst days I've had for a while. That cyclone that went through, I'm okay in a slot, but I'm no good in a swell. And you've just found out I didn't fish all day, but you guys had a good day. How many fish did you catch?
20 today, 20 yesterday.
Great. And all in the smoker?
All in the smoker.
Excellent. Oh, well, we're looking forward to taking some smoked fish back for Ray.
Yeah.
What do you reckon, Dad?
Well, yeah, for sure we'll take him some smoked fish back, and he'll enjoy them too, because they'll be smoked well and properly done.
Great. By one of Hohora's best.
Yeah, by her horror's best.
Thanks, Pete.
Right, yeah, okay. I wouldn't say I'm the best, but they reckon I am.
You've had a lot of,
Oh, well,
a lot
if
of
they reckon
experience
you
out
are,
of
that's
Pete.
great.
Yeah. I had a good teacher. Good teacher. Oh, yes. But he'll be back here soon, so I still go on him for advice when I do it wrong.
Excellent. Well, here comes your mate, so...
A little bit different to when we were smoking fish when we were young. We used to just dig out a hole in the clay bank and put the fire in that, and a little pipe through into another hole in the bank and cover it with wet sacks. Worked very well. It was good.
Next though, a real challenge. A kingy off the rocks. And Russell is really out to prove that age is no barrier.
Kia ora, welcome to Doubtless Bay on the east coast of the far north of New Zealand. I'd like to show you some of the many attractions and activities available in this most beautiful part of the world. Let's begin in the village of Mangunui. Mangunui still maintains the charm of yesteryear, with many of the historic buildings still in use today as restaurants, craft shops and cafes. Although the main street sees a different kind of horsepower these days, it still doesn't rush things. The harbour also plays a major role in village life. The old wharf, like the present day one, would have been the centre of activity in the 1800s. Apparently there were so many American whaling ships visiting Mangunui in those days that the first American consulate to New Zealand was established right here. Proof of that, right across the harbour at Butler Point, where we have one of Mangunui's best kept secrets, a private whaling museum, where the baton of office is on display. The Whaling Museum was established by the present owners to show visitors some of Mangunui's early colonial history. The artefacts have been acquired by the owners over the years, while others have been kindly donated. The Butler home next door was the home of Captain William Butler, prominent figure in the district during the mid-1800s. The interior is still furnished in Victorian and early colonial style. Because the house is still lived in, viewing is by appointment. Macadamia nuts are grown on the property, salted, dipped in chocolate, and are popular with kids of all ages.
Can I have a basket of some bacon?
Our food from? What are those? Who's going to be brave? Oh, look.
There are delightful picnic spots and livestock to finish what the kids leave. Well, that's one way to eat citrus fruit. Me, I'd rather squeeze it over a nice piece of fish, which is what the other half of the family thought. They do something that Mangunui is really famous for. Hire a boat, catch a fish. Of course, if you don't have any luck, you can always come here and have some world-famous Mangunui fish and chips. While the girls are having a history lesson and nuts dipped in chocolate, the boys decided to catch dinner, they hope. The harbour is a safe fishing spot and a good place to spend some quality time. Now, I don't know about dinner, maybe a snack? If fishing is too laid back for you, try kayaking. Tony can offer a range of trips from sea kayaking, river exploring, or on a hot day, maybe playing hide and seek in the shade of the mangroves. Follow the Taipa River and discover one of Northland's top attractions, Nocturnal Park. After the drive, relax in the cafeteria. Watch the birds on the lake, then follow the walkways into a tranquil world of wildlife. Meandering streams, native bush, and unusual rock formations. Discover glowworms in a spectacular grotto. The night tours convey a remarkable blend of stars and glowworms along an illuminated walkway. See the kiwis in their night-like habitat. There are also barbecue areas available if you're not in a hurry and just want to relax. Tucked away in the middle of this rural setting is Swamp Palace, the local community cinema. Films are not the only art on show in the valleys. Follow the Two Potteries sign to Shepherd Road at Fern Flat. This is where Toby creates and displays his art. In a valley south of Manganui is the birthplace of Laurel's handcrafted soaps. Here, Wes and Laurel mix and blend the purest ingredients. They shape and package the final product for display in their shop in Manganui. Laurel's range of soap and skin care products are available throughout New Zealand and are also exported. Now that's what I call handmade. Well, it's been a great sort of a day. And tomorrow, Paradise Connection are off on one of their trips down the coast. So, it's an early start. Good evening, ladies.
Good evening.
But right now I'm going to have a cup of coffee or maybe something a little stronger, and then I'm off to the movies.
Afternoon, sir.
G'day.
How's your day been?
Fantastic.
What can I get for you?
Despite the rugged exterior of Swamp Palace, a small, modern cinema operates inside. Showing contemporary and foreign language films, this is cinema as it used to be. And a nice way to relax after a great day out in Manganui. Tara Tara. Tara Tara is just one of the many amazing rock formations found in this area. And this is Whangaroa Harbour. Not only New Zealand's deepest natural harbour, but one of the most spectacular on the east coast. With loads of inlets, places to explore, and plenty of safe anchorages. This formation, standing watch over the tiny Whangaroa township, is St. Paul's. And nestled under Tara Tara, on the upper reaches of the harbour, they farm oysters. Destined for the connoisseurs of these tasty molluscs the world over. But don't worry, they always leave some for us. Whangaroa is also home base for a growing number of game fish charter boats. And me, I like a spot of line fishing. An early morning fishing trip on the Kuri is an ideal way to start your day. Kuri is powered by a 6-cylinder diesel. This 46-foot ex-tug was first commissioned in 1929 and saw war service in Fiji with the Royal New Zealand Air Force. She's been rebuilt over a 2-year period by her present owners, Brian and Anne Candy. Brian here can provide all the tackle you'll need, and after a quick stop for some live bait, these are just to help us catch the big ones, it's off to the fishing spots. And to guide you, a trio of common dolphin. With the anchor set, it's time to fish, and straight into the first hooker.
This is different.
What the hell's this?
It's a train. Yeah, you got it. Is it still there?
Yeah.
Me on 6.
Chicken out.
Yeah, this one. Yeah, put that in there.
Right.
Put it in there. Use your rod like a winch. It could be bigger than what we got there.
Oh, wow.
Not bad. First catch of the day, a nice kingfish.
There you go, Albie.
First one Albie here's ever caught.
Excellent fish. Look at that.
And then everybody got into the act. A great variety of fish caught, all in the one spot. And let me tell you, all good eating. We got the kingfish, John Dory, plenty of snapper, more snapper, and even this granddaddy harp hooker. Very good eating. And I tell you, it wasn't over yet.
He's a boomer.
It's like a
Jesus, he's good. Good size, all right.
hang up.
Come on, guys. I think we should leave some fish in the ocean and head back with the day's catch. Fishing trips are not the only tours that the Kuri does. Paradise Connection meet the boat at Totra North for a leisurely cruise around the harbour, while Brian points out the more unusual rock formations.
On the skyline you'll see a head there, that is the Duke of Wellington, as us Europeans call it.
He'll give you the history and try to answer any questions you may have. Our thanks to Brian and Anne for a marvellous day out on one of the most beautiful harbours in New Zealand. Great fishing too. After the cruise, the coach is waiting at Whangaroa to take you along the East Coast Road to the next destination. Plenty of stops along the way for photos. Must get a shot of that. To arrive at Matauri Bay. Matauri Bay is the gateway to the Cavalli Islands and the final resting place of the Rainbow Warrior. Climb the hill and visit the monument dedicated to the memory of the crew member who died in the 1985 bombing. The Warrior now rests in approximately 25 metres of water, and as such is one of the more accessible wreck dives for recreational divers. Matauri Cat Charters and Ocean's Holiday Village both offer wreck dives, so there should be no waiting. Other dives, fishing or sightseeing trips are also available. Just ask for information from either operator. Matauri Bay is great for swimming and boating and is an ideal spot for family holidays. A range of accommodation to suit most budgets is available, and all of it absolutely beachfront. There is also a strong Maori cultural influence in the bay and is home to the waka Mataatua Kipuhi. The local camp store has a range of traditional Maori flax weaving, all locally made. One of my favourite times of the day, lunch. Ocean's Restaurant serves an excellent lunch, and Paradise Connection always stop there, so let's eat. Even time for a cold one. And with that lunch firmly tucked under your belt, it's time to leave the coast and head inland to the Puketi and Omahuta Forest Park. The Forest Park covers over 14,000 hectares and has a range of public walks and mountain bike tracks. And if you have trouble getting around, Manginani Nakodi Walk has been set up especially with you in mind. Another great destination to visit on the tour, or even on your own, is the Taraire Water Garden and Bush World. Aubrey's enthusiasm for his gardens is infectious, and armed with a guide map, you can wander around the bushwalk, sit by the ponds, relax and unwind in a tranquil setting. If you're there at the end of the day, listening to the birds' night song and watching the sunset over Taratara, now that's magic. Bit of a change of pace today. You know, some of the most fantastic beaches in New Zealand, and in fact the world, are all within easy reach of Manganui. And one great way to get around is on a scooter. But don't forget to call into the information office for directions and all the other information on tours and attractions.
Kia ora, can I help you?
We're actually looking for tour brochures on fishing and pretty much, pretty much the local scene.
Right, this is one of our brochures that we have. It's a local tour. Okay, it's going up to the 90 mile and you leave from Mulga.
At the information office, the friendly staff will be only too pleased to help with advice, directions or bookings on any of the tours. While there, a visit to the village gallery next door is really worthwhile. A lot of the artwork has a local flavour, and many of the paintings have been reproduced as greeting cards. And they make great miniatures when they're framed.
The paintings in the art gallery, are they done by local artists? Most of the paintings in the gallery are painted by myself, but a lot of them are painted by my art students. I have an art school with about 30 students.
A good place to explore is Karikari Peninsula. This peninsula is 30 minutes drive north of Manganui and has secluded bays and long white sandy beaches. Matai Bay is also a popular spot for divers to operate from, giving access to many great diving locations.
Okay, I'll just show you a bit of a taste of what's out there. A few good crays around at the moment. Here's a reasonable sized fella.
Yeah.
We all got these in about 18 metres of water. Alright, are you interested in diving at all?
If you want to learn to dive, Mike can fit you out with all the gear, teach you in the shallow waters of the bay to gain your confidence before taking you out for a deep water dive. For the younger ones, he runs mini dipper courses. This is a good way for kids to become water-wise, plus learn to snorkel. Mike's speciality is night diving, but while there's still plenty of sunshine left, let's carry on exploring and come back tonight for a dive. While scooters give you a fun way to get to the beaches, if you want to explore on and up, then you need one of these. 4x4. If you travel in a large group or just carry the kitchen sink, then an 8-seater is also available. Many of the beaches between Doubtless Bay and Cape Reinga you can drive on. Peter can provide guide maps showing suitable off-road tracks and routes. Find some shade for a family picnic. While driving through the old Puri forest, keep a lookout for small herds of wild horses. Pukateri Hill Lookout used to be a fire watch site at one time and still gives you a great panoramic view over 90 Mile Beach. Well, it's almost sundown, so let's check on Mike and the night dive.
Switch your light on, guys. Come on. Ah, cheers. That's better. I'm glad you can make it on the night dive. Picked a really good spot here.
Just about ready, making sure I've got some here.
Good thinking. Your first night dive can be an awesome experience. The colours that reveal themselves put many above water gardens to shame. Plus, you don't have to water this one.
Oh no, I can believe it!
I'll be back. I'll be back.
Now that's a view of Doubtless Bay not everyone gets to see.
Good morning.
Thank you.
Good morning. Good morning. Thank you.
Lovely to see you.
Thank you.
Plenty of room on board. Just
Now the best way to get to Cape Reinga is to let Paradise Connections pick you up at your motel or any convenient location. This trip gives you the history, the points of interest, and lunch. We headed off to ancient Kauri Kingdom, just a few kilometres north of Awanui. Local craftsmen work with kauri extracted from peat swamps nearby, some of which have been carbon dated to 50,000 years old. Turning it into a range of furniture like hot tubs, armchairs, yeah, even couches. At the ancient Kauri Kingdom, you're able to watch wood turners at work. This is where the more delicate work is taken care of. They make all kinds of products, dining sets,
bowls, even wooden toys. In the showroom is New Zealand's largest range of swamp kauri work, all handcrafted right here at ancient Kauri Kingdom. And now we're on to 90 Mile Beach, which used to be the main route north in the old gum digger days. It still is designated a state highway and is subject to all the rules and regulations of other roads. Bit of a job painting those white lines up and down the middle though.
Right, there we are.
Gordon is explaining that there are wild horses along the beach, and if you're lucky, you may get a look at some. Best not to disturb them, and they'll be here for everyone to enjoy. Mangonui Bluff is the only rock outcrop on 90 Mile Beach and is a popular fishing spot for locals. And it's not unusual to catch sight of a pod of dolphins cruising by, or watch seals just lazing around watching the tourist bus go by. As we move up the beach, buses usually stop to gather a feed of juicy tour tours. Gotcha. As we head off the beach at Te Paki Stream, I think it's time for some good old-fashioned fun in the sand. Yeah. Come on, get going.
I'm going.
And on to one of the most beautiful bays you'll ever see, Taupotupotu Bay. And as promised, lunch. Here, you got my roll. Cape Reinga, the northernmost point of New Zealand, and the departure point of the spirits. According to Māori legend, the spirits, after travelling to Cape Reinga, depart down through the lonely Pahutakawa tree, travel under the ocean, and come ashore on the Three Kings Islands for a last look at Aotearoa before the last leg of their journey home. Time for us to head south. Oops, some locals. Life around here goes on much as it always has. And drinks come later, boy. There's nothing like an impromptu scene like this to cap off a great day out in the far north. Head 'em up, move 'em out. Our last stop on the tour is at Wagoner's Holiday Park, situated at the foot of Mount Cammie on the Hohura harbour entrance. In 1860, a Polish aristocratic family named Zabriskie sailed up the harbour and decided to set up home. From the beach, an avenue of phoenix palms lead up to the old homestead. The Wagoner family married into the Zabriskie family, and remarkably, the same family are still caring and maintaining the place today.
The homestead is still furnished as it was when the last member of the family, Uncle Fred, lived there. Over the years, the family have accumulated a vast collection of memorabilia and have in fact the largest private collection in the Southern Hemisphere. It's all housed and on display next door in the museum complex.
It had to be you.
Jenny, the fountain of all knowledge, will demonstrate the working bits.
I wandered around and finally found somebody who the ideas that drown me out could make me be true. Could make me be blue.
And get you involved in some 1920s karaoke.
Just to be sad, thinking of you. Some others I've seen might never be me, might never be brass. I tried to be boss, but they wouldn't do.
Jenny will also answer the many questions you're bound to have about the hundreds of items on display. This marvellous carving took 3 years to complete, made from one piece of solid timber and using only a penknife. The carver was in no hurry though. He was a prisoner of war in New Zealand at the time.
You are looking at just over 420 chamber pots hanging from our ceiling. Now, these all originated from England. They used to belong to a Doreen Redshaw. Two of Doreen's favourites are mine. They are our musical chamber pots.
Wagner's has something for everyone to see. And of course a cup of tea and a nice piece of cake. The museum is also adjacent to a motor camp and an 18-hole golf course. This is one place where you really need more time to see it all. But for us, bus is leaving and heading back to Manganui. After a day's sightseeing, a visit to one of Manganui's favourite eating places is a must. Carol and the friendly staff will serve you up some of the freshest and finest seafood available. Now, if you still need to unwind, try a stroll along the beach. You have a choice of 35, all within a 30-minute drive. Doubtless Bay and Cammie are blessed with clean, safe beaches. And you will always find a private spot on one of them. Now there's one person who knows more about this area than most, Alan Myers. Alan not only sells in Doubtless Bay, but Cammie and the Bay of Islands. And his specialty It's coastal real estate. Smells great, yeah. What are you eating? Fish and chips, the best. Might as well have the fish and chips. Thanks very much. Okay. And a cold drink? Sounds great to me. You know, Alan is in the nice position of not only living in this beautiful place, but also working in the area at a job that he really loves.
Yeah, you know, Ray, the wonderful thing about selling real estate around here is the real estate sells itself.
I bet.
Yeah.
What is it you think that people look for in this area? I mean, the obvious beaches and stuff, but, you know, what do they actually come up looking for?
Well, I think that they're looking for that idyllic lifestyle by the sea. New Zealanders just love seaside, living by the sea.
I believe a university study has proved that the water from Carry Point up into Paringaringa is amongst the cleanest in the country.
It wouldn't surprise me, Ray, when you spend a bit of time in the water up here, as most people do. The clarity and the cleanliness is unreal.
Certainly come to appreciate it.
Yeah, sure.
Well, I sincerely hope you've enjoyed your visit to our little piece of paradise. If you'd like a piece, Alan's the man to see.